Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks for stopping by. Now today I get to share a project with you using a stamp and die bundle that I picked up over at the Concord 9th shop. This was actually very inexpensive. I think it was $18 or $19 for both of them. It was part of their closeout deals, and I know they have a few left, and I'll link them down below in case you want to check it out or are interested. But I also want to apologize so much, guys, for my lighting. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing all of this by myself, and I'm just a work in progress, so bear with me. Believe it or not, you could probably see my craft room from outer space. I have every light that you can imagine. I have an aught light, I have fluorescent lights, I have regular lights, I have I have tons of lights going on, and I just don't know how to fix my lighting on dreary days like this. So please bear with the lighting. I'm so sorry about that. But we're going to jump in and get started with our little Kiwi card. I have a piece of Canson XL watercolor cardstock here, and today I'm going to spray it down using my spray bottle with water. I thought we would use my shimmer powder. This one here is called Green Parade. It has beautiful aqua and greens and gold and even yellow tones in it. And I thought it'd be a great background for my kiwi. So I just dusted my powder on my watercolor cardstock, and then I'm drying it. And then we're going to do the exact same thing again. So I'll go over it with my spray bottle and then add a little bit more dusting. I kind of want a real intense green color for my kiwis. So I'm just kind of lightly dabbing. I know that you could go a little crazy with the powder, so I was lightly dabbing it. Okay, I'm going to use my heat gun and dry it once more. And then once I have my panel dry again, I'm just going to go over my panel with my spray bottle. I'm not going to add any more of my shimmer powder. We'll just do a little more spraying, and it's going to intensify that color. But you can see the gold, how pretty that is. We'll just do a little spraying, and then I'm going to use my heat gun and dry it once more. I kind of wanted full coverage for my kiwi. But there's my panel. Super pretty. Okay, in the stamp set there's the outline of the kiwi. I'm going to take that, and using my VersaFine Onyx Black ink, we're going to stamp 3 kiwi outlines. Stamping 3 is great because I get to pick where the best or the prettiest areas on the panel is. So I'm just choosing the areas that look the prettiest, to have a little bit of gold in there, and I stamped 3 of my kiwi outlines. Now this, since I have the dies, I'll cut out the outline of the kiwi, and then there's a center of the kiwi that has a little heart with the seeds around it. I'm going to die cut out that using the watercolor cardstock here. This is going to give me a little heart in the center, and my kiwis are a little bit dainty, which is cute. Okay, now kiwi skins are, is that the right word? Peels are the outside of the kiwi is brown. So I took my vintage photo distress oxide ink and went around all the edges with it, just giving a little brown tone to the edge. Okay, to back the center of my kiwis up, I'm just taking some black cardstock and cutting out a pretty rough looking circle. That's gonna go right behind my kiwi seeds and my little heart. I'm just gonna add a little bit of dimension with my dimensional adhesive here, and then we can add our black circle right behind it. So it makes it stand out a little bit more. I'm gonna do that to all 3 kiwis. Okay, once they're done, I want to add a little bit of detail with my white gel pen. And kiwis have some real pretty, kiwis are actually a beautiful fruit. I'm just adding some white lines all around the outside edge of my kiwi. Just adding a little extra detail. Super cute. And with the texture that the shimmer paste or the shimmer powder created, my lines were faded a little bit, and so it worked out good. I didn't want some stark white lines on there. Okay, I'm going to use a strip. It's a little less than 1/2 of an inch of my shimmer powder paper, and I cut that out. We're going to make a landscape style card today. For my background, we're going to use an embossing folder, and I'm going to place a panel that's 4 inches by 5 1/4 in my embossing folder, and I'm going to emboss that background, giving me a little bit of texture back there as well. And you could barely see it, and I'm so sorry about my lighting, goodness gracious. Okay, now we'll stamp our sentiment on some black cardstock. We're going to heat emboss with white embossing powder. So I did go over my black cardstock with my anti-static powder tool. Next, we'll add our white embossing powder, and our sentiment says Kiwi, Kiwi hang out. Kiwi, it is so hard to say. Kiwi hang out soon. I thought it was super fun. Okay, that's melted, and then now I'm going to take the hello die, and I'm going to die cut out my hello with black cardstock. Now this is going to go on the very bottom of my panel here that we embossed, and I decided to add a strip of black and white stripe paper. I have a paper pad from MFT that has diagonal stripes and then vertical or horizontal stripes, and I love that paper pad for accenting my cards. But I just cut a thin strip, attached it to the bottom there, and now we're going to die cut out our sentiment. Kiwi hang out soon. I thought it was just cute. I'll tape that down, run that through my die cut machine, and then our sentiment's ready to go. And I wanted to place my kiwis 3 in a row on top. So we're going to add some foam squares behind here. We'll add our left and right kiwi to our panel, kind of evenly spacing them, and then we can fit our third one right in the center, kind of overlapping them a little bit. Now I'm going to take a piece of foam tape and add that behind my sentiment. Then we'll place that towards the right on our panel here. Now after we have that adhered, we'll flip our panel over, and using my tape runner, I'm just going to adhere that to my standard size card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. It's a side folding card base. We'll place this in the center. And then I didn't want to add no bells or whistles. I thought the gold in my kiwis, which you can't see because of my lighting, but I thought the gold was enough. I used my glossy accents to adhere my hello. I just added it to the top portion because the bottom kind of hung over a little bit. But I added my hello, and then I did take the glossy accents and go over the center of my hearts in each one of my kiwis to add a little bit of shine. But that's my card for today. I hope you like it. In the close-up pictures, you guys will be able to see how pretty it is. And I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I think I might just have to get rid of my dinosaur camera and maybe invest in a new one, but I apologize again. I wish you a lovely day. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.